A very good morning, everyone. This side is Megha Narayan, your computer teacher. So, for class 7th, in this class, we would be discussing chapter number 3, part 1. This chapter 3, I had divided into two parts. This is part 1, so let's continue. Chapter number 3, name is Computer Virus and Detection. In this chapter, we would be discussing what are viruses, what exactly are the harms caused by this virus, what are the ways via which it can enter into your system, how to detect it, etc. So let's begin. Viruses. Few questions could be there in your mind, such as like what they are, where they came from, why they are here. We all are going to talk about virus in this particular class. Let me remind you again. So starting from the virus itself, you can define virus in the lines like a computer virus is a program that is usually made to corrupt or delete data on a computer by erasing information available on the hard disk. These lines are already underlined. That means they are important. So let's define it in a simplified language like a computer virus is nothing more but a program itself that is usually there to corrupt or delete the data. Corrupt means that data will be changed. It can no more be original. There will be many number of errors, mistakes, bugs, etc. That is corrupted data. That means the data now has been changed. It is no more the same authenticated data. Delete the data, the particular data will be removed on a computer by erasing the information available on the hard disk. This deletion of the data, this corruption of the data is only possible when this computer virus erases the information that is available on the hard disk of your computer system. This is what a computer virus is. Next line is saying like once a virus is active, it uploads. Loads means it installs. Just like the applications that you are installing into your mobile phone, virus also used to get active once it loads. That means once it's installed and get saved on computer memory. Once you are installing, it will be saved onto the computer's memory and thus it becomes active. Once it is active, it started copying itself on the hard disk itself. Once hard disk copies that portion procedure completes, it started deleting the data, it started corrupting the system files, etc. So this particular slide can be concluded in the way like computer virus is a program itself that used to do two things, deletion or corruption of the data. How it is to be done? It is done because the virus erases the information available on the hard disk. Now the question is how this virus used to get active. Virus used to get active once it loads. Loads means installed. And thus, once installed, it's saved on computer memory and becomes active. After active or after being active onto your computer system successfully, it started copying itself on the hard disk and thus delete your system file, corrupt your system files, etc. So let's move to few of the examples. Here are two columns provided. One of them is name of virus, another one is type of virus. As you can see on the screen, these two columns depicted you different types of the viruses, giving you various examples. And next one is name of virus. This also has many number of the names you can see from Cascade, Brain, Disk Killer, Birthday Joshi, etc. On the next side, that means the right side, you can see type of virus. Various other names are also written. File virus, boot sector virus, partition table virus, etc. Don't worry about these names. This is only for a particular purpose so that I can serve you various examples. Your only way for the consideration, the subject of your consideration is this, the various names, the various example of virus. Moving on to the next slide, Here, we will learn about the various harms that a computer virus can cause to your computer. So you can see this particular harm with the help of this pictorial representation that I had made. Various sort of the list is being provided up over here. Starting from the first one, slows down the network. That means once a computer virus is in your system, enters in your system, it will slow down the networking, slow down your internet connection. Second one, hijacks your computer. That means once the particular virus installs into your system, it started hijacking your computer. Here, hijacking means your computer will no more be functioning in the same way as it was doing earlier. Hijacking also means that no more you will be able to control your computer. Virus will only control. That is the meaning of hijacking. Third is stealing confidential data. With this word of stealing confidential data, that simply means your system might be having certain confidential data, such as like bank transactions, passwords of your mail account, others fruitful information also, that is confidential. You don't want others to know it. You don't want to be shared that particular information by others. That data can also be stolen up by whom? Computer virus. Moving on to the fourth one, you can see here, delete the data. This deletion of the data is one of the harm caused by computer virus. Next is display messages. So before we move on to this particular display messages, let me tell you one of the example. Many number of the times it happens onto your mobile phones also, a particular sort of messages used to randomly appear on the screen. With this randomly appear on the screen means you are not opening them. They are simply coming up one by one and just displaying over the messages. Displaying onto the screen. Those messages are displaying on that particular screen, frustrating you. That many times happens. Same way, it also happens in the case of this particular computer virus. Once it enters, it also shows or displays certain these sort of the messages only onto the screen of computer. Moving on to the next one, here it is written disable hardware. Disable hardware means your computer system will no more be successfully able to connect with various hardwares, various devices of your computer. Last but not least is corrupt data. Corrupt data is the same way as I have told you earlier. Corrupt data simply means that the data will no more be original. There will be certain changes. Those changes can be error, mistakes, etc. So in this particular slide, we had learned about various harms. Let's revise them once again. First one is slows down the internet connection. Second, your system cannot work the same way as it was doing earlier. That means you will no more be controlling your computer. It would be the virus who would be controlling it. Third one is steal confidential data. The data that is being confidential can also be stolen up by virus. Next is deletion of the data. Next, display various messages. Next is disable hardware. And the last one is corruption of data. That means changing the original data. So moving further, we can find out various routes of virus attack. Routes means what are the ways via which, through which this virus can enter inside your system. So here you can now see that this particular thing has a question on the slide. How can a virus enter a computer? This particular question is answered here with the use of these particular points. First one is email. Second, infected pen drives, CDs, etc. Third, starting an infected application. And the last one is downloading infected file. Moving one by one. First one is email itself. That means once you are opening up a mail that you might got from somewhere or a fake user that can be suspicious. Once you are opening that mail, downloading certain content, attachment of that mail, it can provide a path to virus to enter into your system. Second one is infected pen drives and CDs. So this you had observed in your daily life also. Many number of the times it happens once you are plugging in pen drive or CDs, a particular message used to come onto the screen that the particular pen drive or CDs is having bad sector. Yes, this message. Or it also used to show you a message like scan the pen drive, scan the CD. That is showing you in a simple way like that pen drive, that CD is basically infected. Infected with whom? With virus. Third one is starting an infected application. Many number of the times it happens that certain application you might have downloaded, that particular application can be infected, and once you are starting it, virus will also get active. Last one is downloading infected file. Imagine one of the particular application or software you downloaded from Google or any other website, from any of the other website that Microsoft can be there, etc. That website provided you one software. Once you downloaded, along with that software, one hidden file also get downloaded without your knowledge. You don't even have any idea, but it had downloaded already in your system. So once you downloaded it, that will also create a path for virus to enter inside your system. Let's revise it again in the words like, how can a virus enter a computer? First one was email. Second is infected pen drive and CDs. Third is starting an infected application. And the last one is downloading infected file. So these were the four measures, or you can say the four routes via which virus can enter a computer. Moving to the next section, you can also feel like type of the virus. Here, type of the virus with this particular pictorial representation you can have here. There are 5 types of virus onto the screen. First one is bomb. Second is boot sector virus. Third is email. Fourth, Trojan. And the last one is worms. So moving one by one. First one is bombs. As you can see on the screen also, this picture is showing you a bomb-like structure. But that bomb is not the same as we are having. This is not a nuclear bomb or something we are talking about. It is not going to, totally destroy the computer. One point thinking, there is one point you should keep in your mind, and that thing is, these viruses never ever destroys keyboard, monitor, etc. They only destroys the inside parts, hardwares, the system files, softwares, etc. of your computer. So with this first type of the virus, that is the bomb we are talking about. In the explanation you can see here, bomb, these are the viruses that gets activated after a particular time and cause damages to the computer system. That means bomb is a type of a computer virus that gets activated only when a particular time is passed, is over. Once that duration completes, then it will cause damage to your computer system. So bomb is certainly like that. Just like the bomb that we are having in real life also, once they are having a trigger, no, they are having a particular timer. Once that timer is over, they used to cause destruction. That same sort of destruction is caused in this computer bomb also. They also used to wait for a particular point of time. Once the time is over, then they used to cause damage to the computer system. So moving on to this bomb only, this was the type we had already covered. Moving on to the second one, boot sector virus. Before we explain this to you, what exactly is boot sector virus, let me tell you what exactly is boot sector or boot files. You all are using mobile phones? Yes. in your mobile phones only, there are certain type of the files or the system file. It is saying that system updates available, right? Those are the boot files for your mobile phones. Same computer is also having boot sector or boot files for your computer. That is actually the files that used to load operating system like Windows. Okay, here also we are using Windows only. That is an operating system, and those files that used to, you can say, start these particular Windows, these operating system, are called as boot sector files or boot files itself. So moving back to this virus actually is the type of the virus which is very risky. They damages the boot files or the boot parts of the hard disk or the floppy disk where the file is eventually stored. That means this virus directly attack the boot files of your computer, destroys them, whether that particular file, or I mean the boot files can be of hard disk, can be of floppy disk, etc. And that particular file is directly destroyed, damaged, and thus this boot sector viruses, the second type of viruses, you can say, are very, very risky. This particular type also has another, I mean this virus is also having the third type, that is email viruses. So email viruses, the name itself is telling you the entire story. Many number of the times happen that you used to got mails from malicious, I mean the senders can be fake, they can be malicious websites also, those who are sending you various sort of the unwanted email. This virus is having a direct link from those sort of the examples only that I'm giving you. Email viruses are these viruses that enter inside a computer system when an infected email or the attachment is opened. Imagine you had got one of the particular mail from someone that you don't know. He's truly a stranger for you. Okay. So that particular user can be even a fake one. You got that mail, you opened it, it might contain virus. Once you open it, that mail itself contain virus. Second thing can also happen, it got an attachment. That means that mail has got an attachment. Once you open up that mail, that attachment is also there. And once you downloaded that attachment, opens that attachment, that file might contain virus, and thus it is creating again a path, again a particular type of the virus known as email virus. That mail opening of the attachment or opening up this email has provided a path for that particular virus to enter inside your system. Moving on to the fourth type is Trojan. This particular Trojan is having this horse-like picture. So this is one assignment for you. You are supposed to locate or explore it over Google or certain other, whatever your sources could be. Try to figure it out. What is the link with this horse and this Trojan? Okay. This particular type of Trojan is a virus that can destroy data of a computer system and appear in the form of infected videos, games, etc. What happens is certain number of the times you might have certain videos, certain infected games that may appear to you onto the screen, but they actually are the Trojan, are actually the type of the virus that may destroy the data of the computer system. Next one, moving on further, but before that, let me tell you that this Trojan is actually having a certain story linked with it. Okay, moving to the last type is worms. This type of the, I mean, virus is actually having a hair also is depicted with this worm like, I mean, the picture. Worms are certainly this sort of the creature, and there was a game also earlier in which the more worms eat, more they grow. More they are eating, more they will grow. Same is here. In this case of worm virus, they used to do what? They used to eat. But eating doesn't mean that they will directly eat the file. In spite of it, they will copy themselves. Imagine there are 3 files. This worm will copy itself onto first file. then second file, then third file, and so on. That means now this worm is having the same sort of the particular, these file are also just the same type as this worm was. It has copied itself onto these three files also. That means in the other language you can say that this worm has eaten three files and thus has grown up. Okay, this particular worm has copied itself into these files and thus has spread everywhere, or thus has spread into your entire system. So worms, these viruses make a copy of themselves, spread everywhere to affect the speed of a computer system, and thus is the final type of this virus that we were discussing. Moving on to the various prevention measures, talking about what to do so that these viruses may not enter inside our system, involve this again 4 measures that is available to you on the screen. Starting from the first one itself, do not use an infected CD or pen drive. That we already know. We are not supposed to use any sort of the infected CDs or pen drives that might contain virus. Second one is get an antivirus program installed. There is a particular type of a software, antivirus software. What are they? Why are they needed? That we will elaborate in part 2 of our video. That means the second class of chapter number 3. Right now, this is only the prevention measure that you are supposed to learn. Get an antivirus program installed. Third one is use security passwords to limit the outsiders' access to computer system. More number of the passwords, more safety, more security to the particular computer system you are only providing. And the last one is do not open or downloaded files from the malicious websites, from the suspicious websites. That involves 4 number of the measures. Concluding them again, first one was do not use infected CD or pen drive. Second one was antivirus software should be there, installed it. Third is passwords, use more of them so that you can provide more security to your computer. Last one is do not open or download the file from any malicious websites. So moving on to further, this here we comes to question answer part. This question answer part is again having the particular 2 section. First one is to explore. Here you can see 3 questions are written. This is a very small assignment for you. A very good one, you can say, informational also, and very, fun loving also. First one is, do virus harm monitor or keyboards of a computer? Find this, that virus might harm your computer, keyboard or monitor, etc. Second question you are supposed to answer is, do you know a story about Trojan virus? If no, then quickly find it out. Third one, find 5 most important, 5 most harmful viruses that affect computer system and explore their name, why they are thus named also, okay? And here comes the last one, quick revision, involve 4 questions. You are supposed to do them in your rough copy. First one is what is virus? Second, harms caused by virus. Then the types of virus and the roots of virus. These all 4 questions you can get in this particular slides only. So you are not supposed to worry. Once you are having them, please note them down in your rough copy. So thus it is done. Thank you so much.